Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic helicopters in the world, AH-64 Apache. This beast of the skies is a true marvel of engineering designed for one thing, dominating the battlefield. So, buckle up as we explore what makes the Apache such a legendary attack helicopter. First off, let's talk about the cockpit. The Apache's cockpit is arranged in tandem, meaning one seat is in front of the other. The pilot sits in the back, while the co-pilot gunner takes the front seat. And here's a cool feature. There's a ballistic shield separating the two, offering extra protection in combat. Both crew members have a 5-point harness system, similar to what you'd find in a race car, keeping them secure during those high-speed maneuvers. Now let's get to the good stuff, the weapons. The Apache is armed to the teeth. It carries rocket by missiles and 30mm chain gun mounted under the nose. That gun can fire 625 rounds per minute, making it a nightmare for anything on the ground. And 2 turbine engines mounted just behind the cockpit. This helicopter packs serious power, allowing it to reach speeds of over 180 miles per hour. But what really sets the Apache apart is its advanced technology. The crew wears special helmets with a snap-on eyepiece that connects to the helicopter's onboard computer systems. This allows the gunner to aim weapons just by moving their head. How cool is that? The Apache also has laser guidance systems for precision strikes, but here's a warning. Never look directly at that laser. It can cause permanent blindness. Shop. Now let's talk about fuel. The Apache has 2 standard fuel tanks that hold a total of 375 gallons. That's enough to keep this bird in the air for extended missions. But what happens in an emergency? Well, the Apache has a series of safety procedures to ensure the crew and rescuers stay safe. For example, if the helicopter is armed, rescuers need to disable the weapons before approaching. That means inserting safety pins into the missile and rocket pods to prevent accidental firing. And speaking of emergencies, the Apache has a canopy jettison system. If the crew needs to bail out, the canopy can be explosively ejected. But here's the catch. It sends on acrylic glass fragments, flying up to 50 feet in all directions. So, everyone needs to stand clear when this happens. The helicopter also has external jettison handles on the nose, allowing rescuers to quickly access the cockpit if needed. Now, let's talk about shutting down the Apache. If the crew needs to power down the helicopter, there's a specific sequence to follow. First, shut off the fuel by pulling the fire T handles on the instrument panel. Then, move the engine power levers to the rear to cut power. If the APU, auxiliary power unit, is running, that needs to be shut down too. Finally, disconnect the battery to ensure the helicopter is completely powered off. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Apache is its 30mm gun. This thing is a monster. During normal operations, it can rotate 100 degrees left or right, 11 degrees up, 60 degrees down. But if hydraulic pressure is lost, the gun automatically returns to a neutral position. And here's a pro tip for rescuers. When removing the pilot, leave the helmet on as long as possible. The helmet is connected to the helicopter systems, so you'll need to carefully disconnect it before removing the pilot. The Apache also has some hidden access points for maintenance and emergencies. For example, there's a catwalk on the left side of the helicopter behind the engine exhaust. This area gives access to the APU rotor brake. But be careful, fires have been known to occur here if the rotor brake fails to release while the engine is running. So, there you have it, AH-64 Apache, a true masterpiece of military aviation. From its powerful weapons to its advanced technology, this helicopter is built for one thing: mission success. Whether it's taking out enemy targets or providing close air support, the Apache is a force to be reckoned with. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing aviation facts. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies.